Welcome to the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and Center Parc Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Georgia State Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, the Panthers head coach told me before the game, focus is going to be essential. Play by play. He understands completely that they have a big opponent coming in here next week, top 25. But this opponent in front of them today is not to be taken lightly. He wants to make sure his players are looking at them and understanding they have quality players too, and not look ahead to next week. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Oh, we have waited so long for this, and finally it's time to get this season underway. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Got him on the RPO. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. All right, guys, let's chat about Georgia State. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense.
Going long. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the dream start for this defense. Come out, stop them on first down, stop them on second down, force them into a third down situation, and get a takeaway. This defense just started this game exactly how they wanted to. Now they got everybody jacked up.
Looking for the edge. Pulls it, looking for a crease. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Makes the grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Let's talk for a second about Georgia State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. He's changing the play. Calls his own number. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Trying to take it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman Williams. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is on its way. On the return. He's got great speed. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give. Got enough for the 1st down. Man, he's already got 43 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Drops back on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The snap sets up to throw. Under pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. First play of this drive. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know what the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Never seems to take the big hit. Finds enough room to get to the 29.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Turns into the pile. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a 1st down.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here is the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Wants to throw one first. Look out! He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down to the air. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this could be really huge for this defense, man. You got put in a horrible spot. You can complain, you can whine, if you want to. It ain't going to help nothing. Like, they do a great job being ready for the pass on first down. Now, second down and goal. They've got to bow their necks. They've got to find a way to continue to be physical and make some plays here and try to force the field goal.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. He's looking to pass. Moving out to the right. Fires to the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Danzy. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back to pass on second down. Comes down, it's Ashley. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to squeak through the pile. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Rush is on. Going to try to get it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a hand. It'll be 4th and short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure with this guy scrambling.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The give on 4th. Sweet cut there. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to take off. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
2nd down, going to throw it. They're working that left side. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Got it looking for a first. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And I think the 2 earlier interceptions has rattled this quarterback a little bit. He's just not playing with a lot of confidence. He tried to complete that last throw off of his back leg. Of course, we know when you try to do that, your accuracy goes way down. This quarterback needs to get himself settled.
He'll find a little bit of running room there. It'll be third down as the clock runs before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it to the back.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
One more snap coming before halftime. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Appalachian State taking on the Toledo Rockets. And it's the home team in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Complete to start this drive. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Second down, gonna throw it. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Keeps it looking for room. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
In traffic, it's Brown. It's a seam wide open. He's at the... He is in. Touchdown, Sacramento State. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, and now they're finding out about him.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. See some running room. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Right side, it's Reynolds. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Got a man. It's Ashley. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to pass. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Deep in the end zone, it's Hamilton. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He'll be stopped at the 6. 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Back's looking for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Making the adjustment on the play. Straight ahead, it's Murray. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Now on the move. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And then that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
But we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The pitch. Got some green grass. He's loose. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Great job by the back on the option.
And defenses have to play responsibility football, and you can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. He'll bring it out. It's Reynolds. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
A run for the quarterback. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it. Makes the grab. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fires to the wideout. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got to make the play on 4th. Taking a shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Driven back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Brown. Still running at the 40. Flying out to the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Makes the catch, and he's free. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Drops back on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Turns it upfield. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Extending the play. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one Georgia State jumps back to the line. Out wide right, it's Ashley. Touchdown, Georgia State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand and an opportunity. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch and the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Found a little open space. Unfortunately, it was in the wrong direction. 2nd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Hauls it in. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're all over him. He's going to run it. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Wide receiver going in motion. The snap, wants to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. The Panthers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Left side is Reynolds. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Slams it ahead. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Looking to throw, it's Stanley. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?